So I've been around trading for a while, but I've never really taken trading seriously. So for some reason I clocked 30 and I looked at my life. Like, I've known about trading since I was 24. I saw people on Instagram that I used to follow back in the day that didn't really have so much, but they've gone ahead and made a lot of money through trading. And I said to myself, like, why am I not among those guys who actually became successful with trading? Then I had to take a pen and paper. I had a honest and genuine conversation with myself, and I wrote down my journey from 24 till I was 30. And I realized one thing. I realized that I was always chasing the next shiny object. A lot of people have that issue where you do something for a while, you see a bit of success, you become complacent and you let it go. You see another thing that's looking shiny, you pick it up and you let it go. The major key is I never mastered one thing and became so good at it that became my reality. And when I was able to understand that, I had to have a mindset shift. Now, the reality now is I am genuinely serious and trying to take trading seriously. And the reason why I'm doing this content series is because, first, I'm going to document my journey as a 30-year-old man trying to learn how to trade from the ground up. That's one. I also want to use this as a sort of motivation for somebody, just in case, eventually when I make it, because I'm going to put in every power, I'm going to put in a lot of effort to make sure I become successful with it. Now, the first step I did was I got a mentor. I was able to find somebody that speaks the same language like me, that understands trading, and somebody that I know that I kind of resonate with. So I got a mentor called Solomon King, and I have been having a lot of sessions with him. So what I did was I paid for the one-on-one mentor because I needed somebody who can hold my hands and walk me through the process. It's very important, especially in a journey like this, you have somebody that can look over your trading and walk you through your mistakes. We definitely have Zoom meetings once or twice a week, and I'm able to do the work by myself by back testing and showing him my result, and he comes on and you're like, okay, this is where you made a mistake and this is how you can get better, right? One, and secondly, I am trying to make sure I want to motivate somebody in their 30s, because a lot of people think once you're done with your 20s and you haven't made a lot of money, you're probably cooked, right? But that is not the case. In your 30s, you can still pop, right? So I want to make sure somebody in their 30s that might be watching this video sometime in the future will look at me and my success story. I don't know when you'll be watching this video and be like, yeah, this guy made it happen. I can make it happen. As you can see, no fancy background, no fancy edit. This is raw video, and I am going to make sure I give you guys all the germs and walk you through the process. Right now, I'm very unprofitable, but I am putting in the work every day, backtesting and learning the strategy and trying to get good at it, because the main goal is getting good at it and consistently trying to make it work. So trading is the part. And hey, I forgot to say something. When I looked at my life, I asked myself one question, right? The question I asked myself was, what is it that I love and I want to be identified as? And among everything I've ever done in my life, trading was one thing that stood out to me. I like the idea of being able to be a trader and be able to print money from the market. Now, one thing I know trading gives you is financial, geographical, and time freedom. That's one thing I want in my life. And in your 30s, if you have that, you definitely live in life like a boss, essentially. So that is one thing I realized among all these other business models, trading is something that can give me that. And I'm ready to put in the work, to sacrifice the blood, sweat, and tears to be able to get to the next level. Will I make it or will I not? I hope you follow me and see how it all turns out. I'm going to be sharing, behind the scenes. I'm going to be documenting my journey and showing you the wins and the losses, the psychological problem I might be facing in the future, and everything that essentially is going to take me towards the next level, right? I'll be documenting everything and also teaching the things I know, the things I think that has been working, and everything that works better for me, right? I'm going to be giving everything for free here, and hopefully in the future, when you guys see the breakthrough, this can motivate somebody, and somebody can also take that leap of faith and know that even in your 30s, you can make something work and become successful. Because there's one thing, it takes time to leave the impatient behind, right? This time around, I'm going to be very patient and consistently make this work. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is this part one of me documenting my journey, and I hope you follow me. Let's go.